Hey everybody, this is Jackson. I just wanted to come on here and show you guys how to update your script for COTP. First video I made had some things in it that needed to be changed, so I'm making this second video. The first thing you want to do is go to Google and search iMacros extension. So this is going to take you to this page. You're going to see, you can click this top one here, and it's going to bring you to this, and it's going to say add to Chrome. So you're going to click add to Chrome. It's going to pop up here. You can either right click and hit pin, or you can click this puzzle piece and it'll be in here, and you click the little pin to pin it to your menu here. So once you get that done, you can close this and make sure you have your transaction hall page up in COTP. So we want to make sure the transaction hall page is the page that you're on. You're going to take the script that I'm going to put in the comments of this video. YouTube doesn't allow me to put the curved brackets in the description, so I have to put it in the comments. I'll pin it to the top, and you'll be able to use that script to do your run your system. And so what I'm going to do now is open up iMacro, and so you can move it, you can put it anywhere you want on the screen. When you first get in here, you're actually going to hit record and hit record macro, and then stop it. And it's going to make a new blank page. It's going to make a new blank page. It's going to look like this. What you want to do here is you can either hit Control Alt or A and delete everything in here, or you can just highlight it and delete everything. And then you're going to take that script that I sent and copy and paste it. And like I said, it's going to be in the comments of the video, like in the comments of the video. And you can go in and copy and paste it there. And then what you're going to do is paste it here, and you can test it. It should say URL go to, and then to the transaction page. So anytime we do the loop, it's going to go back to the transaction page. It's essentially a refresh, but I typed in the URL instead, just in case someone was on the wrong page and they left it on the wrong page. It'll go to the page that it should be on. And then at the end, you can have the 7,980 seconds. You can cut this in half, or it check every 2 hours if you like. There's nothing wrong with that. It'll just cycle through the macro a couple times within that hour or second. And so what you'll do here is, I like to save as and close, so you'll know what file you're using. And so I'm going to save as COTP script 1, and then you hit OK. You'll see it pop up down here at the bottom. So you'll click this, then you'll go to play. You're going to change where it says play macro repeatedly. You're going to change this to 100. And it's going to look like it says 0 or 10, but if you highlight it, you'll see that it goes over to 100. And you're going to click play loop. And playing the loop is what is going to start this whole process. And so I'm going to click play loop, and then you're going to see it work. And while it's working, you will see that it pressed that button. It's waiting 10 seconds, and now it's going to hit sell after the 10 seconds pass. And then it's going to wait another 10 seconds, and then it's going to hit confirm, and it's going to play that until your wallet is empty, and a few times more than that, just because I can't gauge how many rotations this will be for everybody. So I added a couple rotations in, so it does some extra ones just in case somebody has 9 trades or 10 trades that need to be accomplished. It's going to do those extra trades, and it'll just say, you'll see it in a minute when it says it's sufficient balance to do a trade, and it's going to do that a couple times after your last trade. And so once it gets to the end, then it's going to be waiting for that 7,980 seconds, or whatever that is, cut in half if you wanted to check every hour and what is it? An hour and 10 minutes or whatever the time is. I think it's like 2 hours, 21 minutes total that it waits if you keep it at the 7,000. So should work after that. Definitely want to make sure to, just let it sit. I recommend doing this on a VPS just because if it has to be the active screen on your Google. So if you go and you mess with something else and you leave it and it doesn't work, then, well, it's going to go to the transaction page, but it might log you out if it's not the active page on your network. And see here where it says network is abnormal. That just means that it can't click that button. And so it's waiting the 10 seconds again. And so this is a smaller account. And so it didn't need a lot of the transactions. It only took, I think, 3 transactions to actually get the whole 57 into the account. And so you're going to see that message a couple times where it just says insufficient, and then the fact that it can't click the sell or the confirm button. What I would say is I recommend actually having at least, $100 in here if you're gonna actually do it, just because if it's only pressing pay one time, then it's probably something anybody could do. But it tells you what step it's on, and it's gonna run through this. I think this whole script takes maybe, let's see, all these 10 seconds, maybe 5 minutes to run. And so it should, all your money should be back in that 2 hour, 21 minute period time frame. So you don't have to worry about missing any trades with this script. I'm gonna let this finish running, and then you'll see where it's gonna have that countdown to the next time it's gonna start running the script. Your in transaction should definitely be at 0 when you start this, just because we want to make sure that the script is running based on what your screen shows. So in 0 transaction, your loop, you want to make sure you play loop instead of play macro whenever you're doing this. And now, so you can see now it's waiting the 7,980 seconds. And so on the next iteration, it's going to go back to this transaction page here, and then it's gonna start again. So it'll refresh. So the screen will look like this again, but with the updated numbers, of course. It'll have a 0, and it'll have your balance over here. If you have any money over here, then the script isn't gonna it's not gonna necessarily malfunction, but it's gonna miss out on money, because the money that was in this account is eventually gonna go back over here, and it's just gonna be sitting there to the next cycle. So you can move this page around anytime, like whatever you want, to different pages as it's doing that countdown or whatever. You don't have to keep it there, but make sure that you have it here just so your system won't time out. And so I definitely recommend the VPS, just because you won't have to worry about your COTP timing out and having to actually log into the system. That's all I had for the video today, guys. Check the comments for the actual script. If there are any updates to this video, I'll update the description with where you can go to find the new updates, so everybody will have a better time with doing the script this way. Like, subscribe, comment whether you have problems or not, and then if I can find a solution, I'll definitely get it to you. Hope you guys have a great day, and let's make some money.